Patriots, rebels, outlaws, and pirates. The conventional wisdom about old King Joe is that he's a senile old man, the presidency merely a convenient cap to his long political career. King Joe really has no core beliefs, as evidenced from his rapidly and wildly changing positions over the years, and that makes him simply a malleable patsy for the radical left. Certainly a corrupt creature of the swamp, but hey, he's Lunchbox Joe, the everyman, a kindly old grandfather type who really means well. Look at him playing games with his granddaughter, sitting by the fire at the White House. Things are so much more relaxed now. I think that is a carefully crafted persona that's designed to cover the fact that King Joe is a leftist radical, who is not simply putting his signature on a bunch of executive orders he doesn't care about, but that he actually believes in the radical leftist agenda. Now, I do believe he's having cognitive difficulty, and that is progressing, but that does not mitigate the fact that he supports and is now implementing a leftist anti-American agenda. He can craft and tell a lie with the best of them. Do you really think he didn't remember there was a vaccine that he received before his inauguration along with millions of others when he told the crowd in Wisconsin that there was no vaccine before he took office? He knew it, but he harbors no less hatred for President Trump than Pelosi or Schumer and will say and do anything to destroy the man and his legacy. His supposed gaffes, his misstatements, they're excused as Joe being Joe or as brain farts from an old man. They're not. Another example. King Joe is a racist, always has been, and continues to be one. He looks down on people of color, who he doesn't think are smart enough to even use computers. Blacks who don't support him, they're not even black. Without Democrat help, people of color are incompetent and helpless to make anything of their lives. He supported segregation and segregationists in the past, and his worldview has not changed. This stems from his elitist view, a view he shares with the vast majority of politicians and bureaucrats. The law does not apply to him and his cohorts. It's just for us little people. His corruption is legendary. And it takes a smart and savvy man to negotiate the bureaucracy and budget and properly use his name and influence to bring so many millions of dollars into the family coffers without having his fingerprints all over it. The big guy is a smart political animal and businessman who knows how to game the system with the best of them. The man has no moral compass. No leftist does. Look at his comments on China. When asked about the fact that China is locking up and eliminating whole sectors of the population, like the Uyghurs, and has engaged in brutal political suppression in Hong Kong, among other places, and is now actively threatening Taiwan, such actions to Joe Biden are merely cultural differences. So genocide is just a cultural difference? King Joe, like every leftist, has no moral absolutes. Nothing is immoral as long as it is in the service of the goal of acquiring power. That is what makes these people so dangerous. We need to stop underestimating Joe Biden or dismissing his power and influence. He is not simply a patsy, a dupe, a puppet for the left. He is a corrupt, racist ideologue who is now advancing an agenda he zealously shares with Sanders and AOC as much as Pelosi and Schumer. Like them all, his only value is power, and in his first few weeks in office demonstrate his enthusiasm for its exercise. I call him King Joe for a reason. He's wielding power as dictators do, with the encouragement of his congressional allies and a sycophantic media. He's wholly on board with the goal of making the United States of America a one-party communist state run for the benefit of the political and corporate elite. The first step in stopping this immoral transformation is to recognize the goal and the evil minds behind it. And those minds include Joe Biden.